Remember, observe your thoughts. This is why I shouldn't even be here. There should be like a stampede of it's like when a new car comes out and everybody wants it. This is called vitality, and vitality is so simple because all you have to do is do 21 days of terrain modification. You just moved yourselves up about, this is most people that are living the standard American diet. They move from standard American diet to healthier foods. Healthier foods is, remember, another ring of energy. The healthier foods, people, you don't get your food at the health food store because it's only healthier food. It's still junk, it's still genetically modified, it's still hybridized, it's still full of, when you go a lot of the stores, you'll see it says conventional. Conventional just means anything goes. Okay? So you're going now from this stuff here that sounds cool, now you're jumping into organic food, which really, a lot of the organic stuff isn't what you think, so don't buy into the organic, schmoganic stuff because the signature for $150 is, remember, I'm in the food business here. We sent back just a little while ago a whole container of goji berries. Okay, because it's not what we ordered. It's full of pesticides. And then not only that, we took, and I'm not going to say which ones we took, I took them all off of the racks that we could find, and we sent them in and spent the money. Everybody's loaded full of pesticides, except for a couple. And there are no organic goji berries, just to let you know. Tibetan goji berries too? Go to Tibet and see if you find one. Come on, man. This is called, to me, New Age charlatanism. And it's not nice to talk about it because it sort of ticks everybody off, okay? Incan berries, where does those come from? Just good names.
We publish the ones that actually were...
I don't want to get sued.
No, just the good ones, not the bad ones.
Well, what happens if I do that, I still get the same thing because I just went ahead and actually, we tested most of them, and realistically what it is if these are the only ones that made it, then everybody else is in the you know what.
But most get you out of that, doesn't it?
Well, look, when you look at goji berries, you'll see that most of them are dyed. Most of them are really tiny. The goji berry is a polysaccharide. The only reason you eat it, first of all, is if you swallow it, you're not getting the nutrition. You keep it in your bloody mouth for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You put it in there and you chew, 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 chew. All the polysaccharides go right here. Supercomputer. This is where it needs to go into. When you're done with the polysaccharides, with the fluid that your parotid glands signaturize all this stuff and make it so now you can absorb it. Remember, the polysaccharides are to make your glands rich. You ever heard of saponins? What are saponins in? One of the easiest things for you to get. You ever heard of tribulus? What is tribulus used for? Testosterone? Well, you said for men it's used for glands. Well, it's used for men only because they're the ones that actually are all in their mind losing their manhood. See, women, they can't see their manhood down there because their ovaries are right here and they're hidden. But if you notice that your testes were shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, you'd go, whoa, I'm losing my manhood. Forget the sexuality part. Your testes, your ovaries are your weapons for your immune system. It is who you are. You can either shoot pea shooters, beep, 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 or you can upgrade to lasers. And if you're shooting pea shooters, in time you'll see that they will overtake you because you've lost your electricity. So this is very simple. Your body's just a battery, and all you're going to do is really upgrade the amount of energy that it can uptake. So let's look at, because we started with his body. We went ahead and said, okay, so he's got a 67 Camaro right here. It's got a carburetor. Anybody played with cars? Okay, we know that you go to the store and you get 87 octane, or let's say 91. That's the fuel of choice that we're shown. That's now, we're going to go to the store and we're going to get 87, which is standard American diet, because that's the lowest of lowest fuels that you would put in that machine to make it run. Because less than that, what does it do? Pip, 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 pip. Why is that? Incomplete burning of the fuel. Let's go to 91 or 92, supreme. Just got to right here. That's it. That's all you can buy at the store, isn't it? So let's say now this guy knows fuel. I used to be in the fuel business. He's going to now start running 112 octane. Now once he runs that, of course, if he puts it in his car now, he knows that he's going to have to make some adjustments. Just like if you think you're going to eat this super fuel and think your body's going to uptake it, who are you joking? Your energy's down here. This can't be processed up to you. You have to terrain modify it so your microbes can process this new fuel. So now he's got his 67 Chevy Camaro, and he knows he has to change the jets. Has to make them bigger or smaller. Remember, this is super fuel. Do you think you need more fuel to run this machine faster or less fuel? Less fuel. Does it make sense now? These superfoods are going to be burnt. Less fuel. You need less to run it because it's more potent. Problem is your carburetor, your body, will not uptake the fuel in the right ratios. So what he did, he's smart. He changed his jets. He made them smaller. Just like if you go up in the mountains, what do? Do you open your jets or close them? When you go up 6,000 feet, you have to change the carburetor flow. So you can see, once we change our fluid supply, so he's going to now put in 112 or 110 octane. This is the food fuels that we're putting in. So he's going to make a few adjustments, and how you make adjustments in your body is to terrain modify it in 21 days. 7 days. Look, I was on liquid heroin, remember? For 5 days. Sweat for a day and a half with this addiction. Okay? Now, it takes you no less than 21 days to terrain modify your energy level. It takes 7 days for you to gain a parasite, and that addiction is a parasite. Think of it. When you're hungry, do you really think you're hungry and you're craving a certain type of food, which really that food is in this lower energy source? The only thing that eats this stuff is cucarachas. Okay? Anything that eats up here, cucarachas can't eat this stuff because they can't process it. All you have to do is eat 25 whole. This is a good test for everybody to do. Eat 25 sunflower seeds whole. You can check and see how fast your track is. Eat 25 whole and look in your poopy. See when they come out. Why didn't they get eaten? Why didn't they get digested? How about you are the only one that can break down the certain type of food source, and since it's in its little shell, the microbes couldn't eat it, but once you cook it just a little bit, what happens? Eat the same big pieces. If you can find a piece, good luck. See, what happens is once you cook any type of food, your body can't process it. It's dead. Can't. It's impossible. So we've, after 3 generations to 4 generations, anybody heard of the Pottinger study? See, once you get this idea and you get it on there, now you know you're on the right track, because half of the stuff is not what to do, it's getting your consciousness to know that this is what you want to do and need to do, because it's the essential thing that makes sense. It's not a new diet, it's not the Beverly Hills system, it's a naturalistic lifestyle with heirloom foods and liquids. See, if you eat heirloom, heirloom means that the foods and liquids haven't been perverted by a source we call science. Science is here to do a lot of things. Usually science is perverted by business, because science and business don't go together. Science is supposed to help our lives, but business holds it back. Right? So business and science, it's like sort of like big business and politics working together. It's the same thing. It's bad business. It's what you see today. Fascism is what? Big business, big politics coming together, and you can't stop them. Big business and politics coming together, you can't stop them.